What if the most advanced technology wasn't forged from metal and silicon? What if it was built from thought, from energy, from spirit itself? This is the core idea behind a fascinating concept known as spirit technology. Imagine machines that don't run on electricity, but on the very life force of the universe. Think of healing chambers that don't use radiation, but instead use focused consciousness to mend the body, or transport systems that don't travel through space, but fold it, allowing for instantaneous journeys across galaxies. These are not just fantasies from a distant future. They are descriptions of a reality believed to exist in other dimensions, in spiritual worlds just beyond our own perception. This idea bridges two worlds that often seem far apart, the mystical and the scientific. On one hand, you have traditions like Spiritism, which describe highly organized societies in the afterlife. These spiritual communities are said to possess incredible technologies. They have devices for communication, for learning, and for helping those still on Earth. These are not primitive tools. They are described as being far more advanced than anything we have created. They operate on principles of physics that we are only just beginning to guess at. It is honestly a vision of an afterlife that is not a cloudy heaven, but a bustling, innovative civilization. From a scientific viewpoint, this sounds like pure fiction. Yet, some of the greatest minds in our history have wondered about the nature of reality. They have questioned if what we see is all there is. Could there be other layers to existence? Could there be forms of energy that our instruments cannot yet detect? The concept of spirit technology asks us to consider that technology might not just be something we build with our hands. Perhaps it is also something that can be built with the mind. Perhaps consciousness itself is the ultimate tool, capable of shaping energy and matter in ways we can barely comprehend. The line between a machine and a thought may be thinner than we believe. So, when we talk about spirit technology, we are entering a world of profound questions. We are exploring the possibility that the universe is filled with intelligence, and that this intelligence has found ways to build and create that are beyond our current understanding. It's a journey into the heart of what it means to be a creator. Are we the only inventors in the cosmos? Or are we simply the newest students in a cosmic school of engineering, slowly learning the secrets of building with more than just nuts and bolts? The answer may change not only how we see the universe but also how we see ourselves. The idea of advanced technology existing in unseen realms is not new. It has roots that go back centuries. Think of the 18th century mystic Emanuel Swedenborg. He claimed to have visited heaven and hell. In his writings he described spiritual worlds that were not vague, cloudy places. They were structured societies, with cities, libraries, and social gatherings. He spoke of a world that mirrored our own, but was more vibrant, more real. These early visions planted a seed. They suggested that the afterlife was not an ending, but a continuation of life in a different, more advanced state. This was a radical idea that challenged traditional religious views. These mystical ideas might have stayed in small, dedicated circles. But then, something happened. The 20th century arrived, and with it, a new form of storytelling, science fiction. In the 1930s, the pages of pulp magazines exploded with incredible stories. Writers like H.P. Lovecraft, while known for horror, wrote of ancient alien races with god-like technologies that defied human comprehension. Philip K. Dick later explored a world where reality itself could be a technological construct, a simulation. These authors were not just making things up, they were tapping into a deep human curiosity about what lies beyond our known world. Science fiction became the perfect vehicle for these concepts. It took the abstract ideas of mystics and spiritualists and gave them a physical form. It gave them spaceships, ray guns, and teleporters. Suddenly, the idea of traveling to other dimensions or communicating with non-physical beings was not just a spiritual belief. It was an adventure. It became something you could read about, something you could visualize. Writers like Arthur C. Clarke famously said that any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Science fiction showed us what that magic might look like, making the impossible seem just around the corner. This popularization had a powerful effect. It prepared our collective imagination. The concepts of parallel universes, faster-than-light travel, and communication with non-human intelligence became part of our culture. People who would never read a spiritual text were now familiar with these ideas through movies and books. This created a feedback loop. The more we imagined these technologies, the more we began to ask if they were possible. The line between fiction and potential reality started to blur. The wild dreams of early mystics had found a new home in the minds of millions, disguised as entertainment. Where do these incredible ideas for new technologies come from? One of the most compelling theories is the existence of a universal information field. Imagine a vast invisible library that contains all knowledge. Every thought, every event, every discovery from the beginning of time to the end is recorded there. Mystical traditions have called this the Akashic Records. Modern science has flirted with similar concepts, like the holographic principle, which suggests that all the information in a volume of space could be encoded on its boundary. This cosmic library is not a place you can visit with a library card. It is a field of energy that permeates everything. According to this theory, we are all connected to this field. Our minds are not isolated islands. They are part of a greater whole. This means that under the right conditions, we can access this information. It's like having a subscription to the universe's ultimate database. An inventor struggling with a problem might suddenly receive a flash of insight. A writer might dream up a story about a technology that doesn't exist yet. Are these just random sparks of creativity? Or are they moments when the mind briefly and accidentally tunes into the Akashic Records, downloading a piece of information that was already there, waiting to be found? Think of it like this. All the radio waves for hundreds of stations are passing through you right now. You can't hear them because you are not a radio. But if you have a receiver and you tune it to the right frequency, you can suddenly hear the music. The human mind, in this analogy, can act as a receiver. Meditation, deep contemplation, or even a moment of quiet relaxation might be the act of tuning the mind. When the frequency is just right, an idea can flow through. This would explain why different inventors in different parts of the world sometimes come up with the same invention at almost the same time. They are all tuning into the same broadcast. This theory redefines what it means to be a genius. It suggests that genius is not about creating something from nothing. Instead, it is the ability to listen. It is the art of accessing and interpreting information from this universal field. People we call visionaries, prophets, or brilliant inventors may simply be those who have a natural talent for tuning their mental radio. They are the ones who can hear the whispers of the cosmos. The blueprints for the next great leap in human technology may not be in a laboratory. They may be floating all around us, stored in the invisible library of the universe. If there is a cosmic library of information, how exactly do we read the books? The second major theory focuses on the human mind itself. It proposes that our brain is more than just a biological computer. It's also a sophisticated transceiver, a device capable of both sending and receiving information on frequencies that go beyond our five senses. We are constantly broadcasting our thoughts and emotions into the universe. And perhaps, we are also capable of picking up signals from sources other than ourselves. This idea turns the brain from a simple processor of local data into a gateway to a much wider reality. Consider the phenomenon of intuition, that gut feeling you get that tells you not to do something, or the sudden certainty that a particular path is the right one. Where does that information come from? It doesn't seem to arise from logical deduction. The mind as receiver theory suggests that intuition is a form of reception. It's your mind picking up on subtle information, like a radio detecting a faint signal through the static. This signal might be a download from the universal information field, or it could be a communication from another consciousness. The brain then translates this non-verbal energetic information into a feeling or a thought that we can understand. This concept also helps explain moments of sudden, brilliant inspiration. Think of a scientist who works on a problem for years without success. Then, one day, while relaxing or dreaming, the complete solution appears in their mind, fully formed. The famous chemist Auguste Kekulé claimed he discovered the ring structure of the benzene molecule after having a dream of a snake biting its own tail. Was this just a random dream, or was his mind finally quiet and receptive, able to tune into a frequency that held the answer? The mind, when freed from the constant chatter of daily thought, may become a powerful antenna. This makes the human mind the most important piece of spirit technology we possess. It's the tool we use to interact with these other layers of reality. Practices like meditation or mindfulness are not just for relaxation. In this context, they are methods for calibrating our internal receiver. They are ways to reduce the static of our own thoughts, so that we can hear the subtler signals from the universe. If this theory is correct, then the greatest discoveries of the future may not come from bigger machines, but from a deeper understanding of our own consciousness and its incredible, untapped potential to receive information. There is a third theory, one that is perhaps the most direct and controversial. It suggests that we are not alone in our quest for knowledge. This theory proposes that non-physical beings, spirits, guides, or intelligences from other dimensions actively influence our technological progress. They are not just passive observers, they are cosmic teachers, mentors who whisper ideas into the minds of those who are open to listening. This is a central belief in many Spiritist traditions, which hold that more evolved spirits have a duty to help humanity advance, both morally and technologically. According to this view, inspiration is not an accident. It is a deliberate act of communication. A spirit entity might see that humanity is ready for a new concept, like electricity or flight. They then seek out receptive minds, inventors, artists, thinkers, and gently plant the seeds of an idea. The person on Earth experiences this as a sudden flash of genius, a eureka moment. They believe the idea is their own, and in a way, it is. They are the ones who must do the hard work of translating the ethereal concept into a physical reality. But the initial spark, the core blueprint, came from an external, non-physical source. This theory offers an explanation for the incredible leaps in technology we have seen in the last few centuries. Humanity existed for thousands of years with relatively slow technological change. Then, suddenly, in a very short period, we developed steam engines, electricity, computers, and the internet. Was this all just the natural course of human ingenuity, or were we getting a little help? The idea of spiritual mentorship suggests that our rapid progress was part of a larger plan, a guided evolution orchestrated by benevolent intelligences who want to see us succeed and grow as a species. Of course, this raises many questions. If we are being helped, why is some technology used for destructive purposes? Spiritist teachings often address this by emphasizing free will. The spirits can offer an idea, a tool, but they cannot control how we choose to use it. The gift of fire can be used to cook a meal or to burn down a village. The choice is always ours. This makes our relationship with technology a profound moral test. It's not just about what we can build, but about whether we have the wisdom to use our creations for the good of all. The idea of spirit technology is not just an abstract theory. We can find intriguing examples and parallels throughout history and culture. Look at the ancient Vedic texts of India, which describe flying machines called vimanas. These were not simple chariots. The texts describe them in detail, speaking of different types, their propulsion systems, and their capabilities, including flight into space and underwater. To the people of that time, these were descriptions of the technology of the gods. To us, they sound remarkably like modern aircraft and spacecraft. Did ancient scribes simply have wild imaginations, or were they recording knowledge from a non-human source? Then, there are the stories of our greatest inventors. Nikola Tesla, the genius behind alternating current, was known for his incredible ability to visualize his inventions. He claimed he could build, test, and modify entire machines in his mind before ever touching a physical part. He spoke of seeing flashes of light that revealed solutions and ideas to him. Was Tesla's mind simply built differently, or was he, as some believe, a powerful receiver, channeling technical information from another source? His work laid the foundation for much of our modern world, yet his methods remain a mystery to many. We see a similar pattern with science fiction writers. They are often called the prophets of our time. In the 1940s, Robert Heinlein wrote about waterbeds and mobile phones. In the 1960s, Arthur C. Clarke conceived of geostationary communication satellites, an idea that is now essential to our global network. Did these writers simply make lucky guesses, or were their creative minds tapping into that same universal field of information? Perhaps in their state of creative flow, they were able to download blueprints of future technologies, mistaking them for their own fictional creations. Their stories were not just entertainment. They were previews of what was to come. These examples, from ancient texts to modern inventors and writers, form a compelling pattern. They suggest that ideas, may not always originate within our own minds. They hint at a flow of information, a stream of knowledge that humanity has been dipping into for centuries. Whether it's the Vimanas of the gods, the visions of Tesla, or the predictions of science fiction, the story is the same. A revolutionary idea appears, seemingly from nowhere, and changes the world. These are the fingerprints of spirit technology, scattered across the pages of our history, waiting for us to connect the dots. So, after this journey through mystical visions, scientific theories, and historical mysteries, we must face the ultimate question: is spirit technology real? The honest answer is that we do not have definitive proof. We cannot put a spirit in a laboratory or measure the Akashic records with a scientific instrument. From a strictly materialistic viewpoint, these ideas remain in the realm of speculation and belief. There is no hard data that would satisfy a skeptic. Science demands evidence that is repeatable and observable by everyone, and the world of spirit technology does not easily lend itself to such methods. However, the absence of proof is not the proof of absence. The body of circumstantial evidence is vast and thought-provoking. We have consistent descriptions of advanced spiritual worlds from different cultures and time periods. We have the inexplicable flashes of insight experienced by our greatest inventors and thinkers. We have science fiction writers who predict the future with startling accuracy. To dismiss all of this as mere coincidence or imagination seems almost too simple. It feels like we might be ignoring an important part of the human experience, the part that connects us to something larger than ourselves. Does it shape our world? To that question, the answer seems to be a resounding yes, regardless of whether you believe in its literal existence. The very idea of spirit technology has had a powerful influence on us. It has inspired our stories, fueled our creativity, and pushed us to ask bigger questions about the universe and our place in it. The dream of a better technology, a more harmonious way of living, motivates us to keep striving, to keep inventing. The concepts of universal knowledge and spiritual guidance encourage us to look for answers in less obvious places, to trust our intuition, and to believe in our own potential. In the end, perhaps the most important thing is not whether spirit technology is a fact in the way a rock is a fact. Perhaps what truly matters is that it opens our minds. It challenges us to consider that reality is far more complex and mysterious than we imagine. It suggests that consciousness, not matter, may be the fundamental building block of the universe. Whether the blueprints for our future are coming from our own minds, a cosmic library, or helpful spirits, one thing is clear. The journey of creation is far from over, and the next great discovery might be just one thought, one dream, one whisper away.